twisting injury, and looked, he grabbed his knee straight after, a lot of pain as he buckled after that incident, and a lot of consternation on the sideline with the medical staff. 10 minutes they spent looking at his knee. He's down in the rooms. The signs aren't looking good.
What do you think, Rowan?
Well, he certainly put his anterior cruciate under a lot of strain, and there's no doubt he would get significant bone bruising in that sort of incident, Bruce.
Thank you very much, Rowan White there from Triple M. Here's Jack Stephen out of there. Not good for Kennedy. The news there, Dr. Rowan White worried about him. Doctors know, obviously, even from a distance, Rowan would know all the signals and signs. So here we go again. Mumford climbing all over the back of Longer. And the umpire there saying free. So here's Akers trying to get through, but once again pushed wide here by the defence of the Giants. Very, very wide, in fact.
It was a silly handball to call for then by Akers, because there was too much congestion around the free kick, and he was always going to be running wide. That's whereas the receiving player, your responsibility is to not call for it. The ruckman in that situation can't see what's happening around him. Just don't call for it there. Let him go more direct.
Longer had two goes at it, couldn't quite get it to Noons. Shill had it cut off by Stephen to Minchington. That's not a bad kick, actually. Gets to the top of the square. Davis has to wait right. Has he kicked a goal? I think he has. The Saints got an early one.
Boy, did they need that, Bruce.
They did, and they're going to have to scrap a few of them, BT, aren't they?
They are.
It wasn't pretty, but it was a delightful ending. But Minchington's kick actually was pretty good, because it wasn't to the advantage of anyone, which meant there was a 50-50 ball in that forward 20, and that's dangerous. And St Kilda have actually kicked a lot of goals in that 0 to 15 metre area and 15 to 25 metre area this year.
So have a look at this from Wright, Lingy. Clever, wasn't it?
Really clever by Nathan Wright, but that's the spot you've got to be as a small forward. Get under the feet of the big guys and then just fight and scrap. If you get the opportunity, finish, and he certainly did that well there.
Longer, second attempt, Scully, got to go and get it, and he did. Just handle it, mate. Just all class when they get it. Look at the kick of Kelly, the beautiful kick forward over the head there now to tidy up Geary. Geary's got Seb Ross on really wide. Kick was a little short and puts them in danger. Callum Ward just charges away, and that is just a magnificent kick. It came so quick, it went through the hands of Cameron. It was a bullet. Now Shaw from 45 metres misses. That was some kick.
Jeremy Cameron, you've got to swallow those ones. He has this one. He hasn't made a mistake on the defensive kick out. Read that beautifully, but just had to take that last mark. As you look there, that's a shocker.
That's a beautiful little present for Jeremy Cameron.
Well, he'd be kicking himself for the drop mark a minute ago, and then he gets a gift like that.
Kicked the opening goal of the game with a big soccer kick. 100th game, and gets it home. So he's kicked a couple. Draws level with Kennedy and the Coleman. A long way to go there, but you feel like he's got a 70-plus goal season in him this year. Said at the start of the night, only Franklin's actually kicked more goals at the same stage of those playing right now. Tex Walker's number 3. But they've lost a lot of games, and he's kicked a lot of goals. It's been impressive.
Well, the Giants in the competition, there's 4 players, Bruce, that have kicked 20-plus goals. The Giants have 2 of them in their team. One of them, of course, in Toby Green, not playing tonight. They are flush with talent and goal kickers. Back in the middle we go. An 11-point Giants lead here. Mumford trying to bowl Ross over.
Even when Mummy's getting tackled, he's still trying to hurt people.
Trying to bore a hole through them. Longer in front. Ross did well to fend off. Now Webster. Noons. Good looking kick. Billings, who's been instrumental so far with 4 ace forward for the Saints, and that kick's a beauty.
Great kick.
Might just be out of the range of Nick. Going to have to kick it 53 or 4 metres. Although he's settling in.
When he's kicking the ball well, BT,
yep.
he gets it, but He got that knee injury earlier in the year, and this distance has been just beyond him.
Right on his range, this. Doesn't try in the end. A centering football here gives Bruce a chance. Davis was aware of that as well. Bruce did well. Here's an opportunity for Williams, the left footer. Wasn't his best work. Had to go back in the game. Little clumsy. Spills to Bruce, sprays it, but they at least keep it at their end of the ground. And a good bounce for the Saints to lock it in their 50 and get another crack at it.
Josh Bruce, Duck, just can't quite find that form of a year or two ago, can he? Just not getting the marks, not getting the shots at goal, and just feel like he's down in confidence.
Great highlight last week of that goal running into the... Well, he'll want to forget that one quick.
Big chance there, wasn't it, Lingy, to really get himself in the match.
GWS. No. Hold there. Push out, Heath.
So Williams gets it from Mumford, runs to Johnson. Oh, Williams, he's gone. Yep. Well, yes, he is gone.
On the ball.
Yeah, that was the other umpire then, who paid that one.
Didn't get his boot. He couldn't tell. Fine.
Let's have a look.
And the quick play on, and the quick kick, and the quick goal. Robertson, I think. No, it was the right decision. It was the right decision, and the other umpire in a better spot, but I'm not sure if Johnson was put Williams under great pressure. They probably did a bit with a little give.
Jacob Hopper, a little bit sore on the boundary. We know that Kennedy's already down in the rooms.
And Davis was worked on at quarter time too, Lingy, so it's sort of adding up a bit, isn't it?
So they've got off from Minchington there to Robertson.
Yeah, got to be aware of that one. He's a good kick, and that was a lovely kick from that distance. Funny little handball from Stevie J. Have to have more awareness. If you're going to give a little one, got to make sure no one's behind you.
Gee, Mumford looking for the free again. Billy Longer has all of a sudden got a little angrier. Here's Membry. The initial fumble. Here's a man that can use it. Montagna deep. Bruce over the top. They're all there. Out the back. Bruce to recover. Good tackle by Davis. Now Kelly to get through. Did he take Rewald on? Knocked out on the tackle. Little one around the corner here from right. And that is missing the lot. Or just in for a behind.
And that remains one of their problems tonight, the Saints. They've only taken one mark inside their attacking 50, so that connection is just not right there at the moment with their mids and their tall forwards.
But Tim, they are back where they were early in the first quarter, don't you think, right now?
That's right, they're getting it, their pressure is better, but it's still that connection between their mids and their forwards that's a bit of a concern for them, I think.
Gee, Scully did well there because he had to put a little short one in and then create some space, but he's actually coughed it up in the end, so Saints to bring it back in.
And just on Tim's point, this is why two key forwards flying to the same ball. Bruce and Rewalt got to isolate. Let one of your keys go to that footy.
They tried to, Montagna tried to take the free kick, but it was long as free. And the umpire saying, come on, mate, you've got to go over the boundary, over the angle, and Billy just doesn't want to kick it. So in the end, he found out the bail out with Ross with the handball. Can they get it across all the way here to Gilbert and launch? But Akers on, out very, very wide. Coming at the footy now, Carlisle ignores that, goes longer and deeper over the top. Bruce again has been a good leading target, and while he hasn't grabbed him, he has brought everything to the ground.
And Davis was good as well there, BT. I mean, it was a terrific contest, actually. Akers, there's a bit to like about him, isn't it? When he runs there, he's got a good leg.
He's a good size too.
Yep. So Mumford and Longer battling hard, still does that so well. Billings, Noons, Ross trying to be creative here. Look good off the boot. And well done at the back. I think it was Core, I think, got the punch away and a boundary throw in. So St Kilda going well here. They're pressing hard. So Hopper, all this adding up, I think he's had a bit of a hand problem.
Yeah, finger problem, I think, Bruce.
Yeah, so Kennedy gone. We know they had their big injuries last week with Haynes. Reed was another injury. Well done, Webster, Ross, Stephen, that's Jack. Kicks to about 25 metres. Oh, good mark, Membry. Push, wasn't it?
Tomlinson. Hold there. Time.
Gee.
Hold there. Out.
Looked a little bit in the side, didn't it?
Yeah, on the shoulder.
No free kick there. lucky.
Webster keeps it alive for the Saints. They'll get another look here. Jack Stephen, Patton, through a little bit of traffic. Nicely done by Brown. Handball, Steele, got to go hard. Stephen there as well, sandwiched between a couple. And another crack here for the Saints. So this is a good segment of play here for St Kilda. Kicked the last goal at the 6-minute mark of this quarter. It's now the 10-minute mark. They've owned the last 3 or 4 minutes, I would have thought here. Opportunity, quick hands. Mumford almost threw it out. Ross took possession anyway. Now Webster drilling, delving ball. Bruce again presents. Phil Davis, the master though, did well. Have a look at the handball under pressure to Shaw, really pecking up. So the Saints' pressure is back again. Shaw runs, tries to split and find a way through. Gilbert's there. The 2-on-1 was good. Geary as well. Gilbert knocked up and got it. So this is good play from the Saints.
Smith able to get the handball from Gilbert, just didn't have quite enough on it. Gilbert, Mumford wrapped up, Webster wrapped him up. What a good passage of play, Kennedy. Oh, brilliant Dylan Shield, got it to Kelly. Kelly's little one to Cameron, suddenly it opens up. Cameron, still Cameron, he took a long time and he kicked it poorly. And a boundary throw in.
And the pressure came on his left foot then, Jeremy Cameron.
That was a good kick in the end, Lingy, because he had no one. St Kilda had numbers back. If he'd gone long, St Kilda marks the footy, so...
But if you pinged him, Doug?
No, you wouldn't have pinged him, but I think he knew exactly where he wanted to get it.
Long up. Here's Akers. Bruce spoken about him. Does look good. Well, able to get the ball out the back door now. Shaw closes again. Sidewinder, good kick, lob. Dropped an absolute sitter. He's able to recover it. Smother though off the boot. Was impressive from Geary. And Webster having a few words as well.
Yeah, let's go, Nara, throw it in.
The ruck work of Mummy.
Throw it in.
So,
And the follow-up.
I knew that was coming then. So Longer wins that one. Ward wins the ball though, but doesn't quite get it out, and then he's gang tackled.
I tell you, as a midfielder, when your ruckman does that, gee, you love him. You just absolutely adore him as your ruckman.
Lays it down again. And Devon Smith hooking to full forward. And Brown almost escorting it over the line. So the only goal that the Giants got in this quarter was really gifted, wasn't it? When Webster's kick-in was cut off by Cameron.
And St Kilda have this ability. But the question tonight for St Kilda is how long can they maintain it for? We know GWS can go all the way. They're a gun side. What about St Kilda? They're in a better position than they were this time last year, that is for sure. Ping at goal misses.
And BT, Alan Richardson, after that round 5 loss to GWS, said when it was tough, we were found wanting. They went to another level and we didn't go there. So that's what he would have been challenging his players on all week. When the tough parts of the game come, we have to respond. And he was critical of a few players in his press conference after that game, so no doubt they'd want to respond, even though it was 12 months ago.
They lost that match by 47 points, Lingy. They got blown away, didn't they, in the end, really? So that can't happen tonight if they're legitimate. They actually have won 14 out of their 23 matches since that night, so their back end of last year was impressive.
They're a little bit underestimated this year. They're 3-3. This time last year, I think they were 2-4 or somewhere about that. I think the Eagles had got them by 100 points about this time as well, and they're a lot more competitive than they were this time last year, I reckon.
They were 1-4 after that Giants match, and the Bulldogs had stitched them up early in the year, hadn't they, last year? So, and kicked down the line. Davis at the back. Good handball, but a terrific tackle on Wilson. Will it be rewarded?
On the ball. Out there.
So that was Stevens to Steven to Revolt. It's a lovely kick, and the champ was able to...
Nathan Wilson hurt there from that tackle.
Might have got his head drilled into the ground, I reckon.
He did, BT. That tackle was right in front of him. That was just an absolute crunching, grinding tackle. Have a look at this. Bang, that's a sling too.
Gee.
Yeah, that'll be looked at for sure.
No, he's in trouble for that. There's no
Yeah,
doubt about
that's
that.
it's hard, isn't it? It's a hard tackle, but
So he's missed it.
That is definitely trouble. I agree with you guys. And seeing stars, the boy from Mandurah, looks like he's recovered now. Let's hope he was just stunned rather than concussed. Doctors looking at him.
Sorry, BT, that penalty always, when these things happen, is though as a result of how he pulls up after that, whether or not he is concussed, how much further part he plays in this game.
Is there delayed symptoms, all that sort of thing, Tim, to come and play out? So here's Shaw trying to penetrate. The 2-on-1 is there. Montagna did really well against Taranto. Now Webster over the top. Nathan Brown, left footer. Got plenty on this as well. So here comes Bruce. Look at the pack he went up with. He went up with 3 giants. Did well. Split it open. Brought the ball to the ground. And that's all you can ask of a big key forward.
Spot on, BT. I mean, they were big giants too.
Yep.
Wilson just collecting himself. Conversation.
It is wrong, though, that we talk about the consequences of the tackle rather than the action itself. Whether he's knocked out and doesn't come back on or not, BT, it should be the motion of the tackle and the fact that it was classified as a dangerous tackle.
So that said, Duck, what do you think would happen to Stevens after this?
Oh, well, I think he'll have a case to answer. There's no doubt about that. Because the fact that he chooses, and it is that motion where he picks him and then throws him into the ground while pinning his arms.
Bruce again getting up Membry. Probably should have turned and had a shot, Membry, but a free kick for the Saints for a push.
I stop. Not continuous.
So Billings having another shot at goal.
And this is going to be a really testing thing for the Giants too. Already they've lost 1 defender tonight, we think, for the night. Now, if Wilson can't come back on, that's 2 of their small defenders against a side that's got some really small, smart forwards in St Kilda too. So that is really going to test their depth.
And Zach Williams just having a bit of a minute or two because he was caught holding the ball, wasn't he, when Robert and Gold a moment ago. And there he just was a little casual. Now, we've talked a bit about Billings' set shots this year. Not good until tonight. He's hit the post once, he's kicked 1, he's kicked a couple, and the Saints have at the front. Tim talked about small forwards. There was actually an interesting article today about that was one of the things that the Saints were probably looking for, a small forward to step up. We know Stevie Milne was such a goal scorer for them, but a small forward to step up and kick 30 goals for a season, 35. Well, Billings is capable, I think, don't you?
He's getting the shots at goal.
He's getting enough.
Now he's finishing. I mentioned earlier that round 5 game against GWS. Alan Richardson was really critical of his small forwards and the pressure they put on. The fact that they didn't stand up. I think Jack Billings had 1 tackle in that game. Minchington the same, but gee, he's got a response from them tonight. Billings has been sensational.
Saints back in front. GWS's biggest lead was 11 points in this game. Here's Bruce in front. He won't be paid that. Everyone had their hands on that one.
Well, Rewalt just about, I reckon. Oh, not quite.
Everyone wanted a piece of it. Mumford against Gilbert. It's happened quite a few times tonight, where Gilbert has become the ruckman in the absence of Longer in certain areas of the ground.
And he's been pretty effective, actually, so far. They know Mummy's generally going to win it. Bruce, Williams, Davis in there. He's trying to barge his way out. He threw it out, actually. And then Canelio gets a little kick away. Membry's defensive work okay. This was a big 50-50. They got away from Webster in the end. Stevens' handball not great. Sinclair's handball even worse. Devon Smith, Carlisle. They have to hold it in. They have to hold it in, the Saints. They can't let it get past here. Well done, Kennedy. Shield turning. Sinclair put a tackle on Devon Smith. They split it open. Patton runs into somebody big, and he can't get away. Well, it's Geary, actually.
The skipper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a stirring tackle.
That's a captain's tackle on the big man.
Gee.
If that had got through, the Giants had players fall to the footy.
That is a big team-lifting moment.
That's David and Goliath, isn't it?
And that's holding the footy because his hands are free and he should have been able to get rid of that footy. So should have been holding the ball.
Captain on the general, eh?
Absolutely, what a tackle. Look at this, they're off. Bruce, one-on-one. Membry keeps his feet. St Kilda on the charge. What a big moment from the skipper at half-back.
Oh, well done, St Kilda. They fought through a tough little patch, and now they're just swinging the game back their way. through pressure, through relentless effort at the footy, and now getting a little bit of reward and a little bit of composure with ball in hand. Gee, this would give them a lift if he nails this one.
Gee, Himmelberg just lost memory there, if you like. There he is now to finish it off. Squeezed it, got it. Saints 4 goals to 1 in the quarter.
I know Adam Kennedy's not a big guy, but Haynes is a guy that you feel like right now they're missing from last week, don't you?
Mako, that's a really good point. I was thinking exactly the same. Yeah, they're missing Haynes. They've lost 2 defenders tonight. Now they're going to have to shuffle inexperienced players onto guys that have got far more experience, and that is exactly what happened there with him. Just couldn't find the body then.
Yep. And this is the Saints' moment. This is a chance actually to get a break on them, isn't it? So this is the moment, I reckon, for the Saints. This is where they can actually put some space between themselves and the Giants.
If they can keep getting it in there, that Giants back line is susceptible right now.
So, Shield, let's see how GWS respond. We know how well they responded last week with the pressure. Matthew Kennedy's little give. Devon Smith went to ground. Oh, Scully was good, but he hooked it and missed the lot.
They look dangerous, the Giants, as soon as they get it across the halfway mark, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But you talk about what this St Kilda comeback in this quarter has been all about. You talk about Geary, that tackle on Big Patton, and then Stevens. Although that might be looked at, it's an aggressive, hard tackle. That's what it's been on the back of.
There's Tomlinson. Kick in, big letdown here for the Saints, so the Giants need to make something of this.
Keep it on. Play on.
Adam Tomlinson has been asked to go. He does, bangs it to the top of the square. Patton is there, so is Lobb. Carlisle across the front will need to get rid of it. He took him on. Patton in the bare hard tackle. Shield had an opportunity as well. He should be pinged. He chose not to give it and bring it back in. He's lucky. So the Giants pressing, the Saints impressive. Lobb to Johnson was superb. Shield with the outside of the boot misses. I thought that was a point then. It's out of bounds on the full.
Here's your mark. This side of the boundary.
So just how well can they get this ball out, the Saints? Have had some problems in this area tonight so far, and again, not quite. Though Ross gets it out of the danger zone. Davis and Bruce, that's been a fascinating duel. Shaw's been terrific off half-back. Well done by Scully. Canelio hooks back to a pretty good spot. Patton, strong mark. He was quick off the mark.
Back here.
Gee, a little bit of credit to the GWS midfield group. They just seem in this last minute to have gritted their teeth, knowing that we can't let the ball go the other way because our defence might be down a little bit. Keep it in our forward half, keep winning the ball.
Kick the footy really well. 9 goals won, as you can see there, from set shots, and kicked a big important goal last week from about this spot.
Yeah, slightly further out, Wayne, but sort of similar angle, wasn't it? And he struck it beautifully again, hasn't he? That's a great finish. Doug, I haven't thought about him as a great kick over the last 3-4 years, but having a look at what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, he is a great set shotter.
He's beautiful, technically perfect. Just guides the ball down. He's got a nice straight leg, and he's got a really easy run up. Doesn't run in too quickly. He looks really well balanced when he kicks the footy. So, no, he's kicking the ball nicely.
Are you here for that, BT?
That's a good, solid grip on the footy. You wonder why he has a good ball drop, Doug.
Yeah, it is, and he's really balanced when he runs in. Not running in too quick, really balanced when he walks in, and as you said, the ball drop is perfect.
Seems to have a great mindset too for kicking it. He wants it.
Absolutely, Lingy, I agree. And the routine is repeatable. So this is going to go the Giants' way as well. So a good passage here for the Giants out of the middle. Lob sends it long and deep. So here's Patton again to test his aerial work. Almost had it in amongst that as well. Taken out of the way was Gresham. Went back and got it. Devon Smith with a good tackle. Shield makes sure it doesn't come out.
Let it go. Let it go. Watch
just steel on the faces.
Just finding himself just under the footy a little bit, Patton. Just allowing himself to get nudged under the footy. Just has to get back, get a little bit of a run and jump at the footy a little bit more.
Longer won that one. Kick to full forward. Patton was in that spot there. Saints try and wrap it up. Well done, Stevens. Carlisle doesn't get a lot on it. Bouncing ball out to 50. Smith held up. Well done, Membry. Does he get it clear enough? Sinclair still couldn't hold it. Warden still. That's a bit of rough stuff, isn't it?
What a tackle.
And Ward would love it too, wouldn't he? He wouldn't mind this at all.
Look at Steele. There was no rust on him, Bruce. He hung on. Sensational. Their #1 pressure player, the Saints, one of the best in the game. Here's Smith. Smith with a left footer. That is simply magnificent, even though it did miss.
Gee, that was well worked from that stoppage. What a tap. Bang, out to Dev Smith. That was set up on the move. Nicely worked by the Giants, but just couldn't quite finish.
So this has been a little nervy bit for the Saints, and a great response by the Giants. Robertson, and that's not a good kick. Revol, not a good handball. They're in trouble, and now Cornelio will kick a goal. That's a big cough up. Well, it was just so untidy, wasn't it? It was awkward, to be truthful.
Well, just a poor kick to Rewalt.
Yeah.
That ball just has to hit its target.
They gifted them a goal earlier on in the quarter, but they just gifted them another one.
Yep.
And, you know, as good as Nick's been, suddenly he did look 34. It just at that moment, I mean, he's been superb in the last 2 years, but it put him in a difficult position, didn't it?
Yeah.
You can see here, Robertson is a good kick, but that's just a paw, and then the little fumble, and then just a little bit too long to give the handball there by Nick, and that's 2 goals now. They've gifted the Giants in this quarter.
One mistake leading to others. This is the clearance the Saints needed. Stephen with a long footy. Up goes Billings, who was in amongst it. Shaw now. Recovery was good, kept it alive, gave Cameron a chance. Tackled there by Noons, got rid of it. Phil Davis able to elude his man there. The smother. Bruce under trouble, might have been on that occasion. Himmelberg in there. It was. Kelly, did he handball it properly? Trying to get hold of it was right. Kelly again to Tomlinson. Tomlinson around the corner. GWS fighting on here at the moment. You've got to be impressed with their last 5 minutes of this game. Cameron just bustling through.
Just enjoyed a little bit of lobs ruck work. How about this for nice over the head? Thank you very much. As a midfielder, that's when you go and buy your ruckman a beer after the game.
It was brilliant, wasn't it? So the Saints turn to push hard here. It was frantic a moment ago, was it, by both teams? Lob wrapped up by Minchington. As that start watches on, he would have revelled in the closest of this match right now. Oh, that's clever. Montagne's a good kick, we know. Kicks to the top of the goal square. And the defensive play by Memory was good. Himmelberg in the right spot. And a boundary throw in. Saints need a goal here. They're only 1 down, but they had a chance to put a little gap between themselves and the Giants. But GWS responded like the good team that they are.
They have indeed, Bruce. Once again, Longer in the front position. I just wonder whether Longer is just starting to get in a bit of advantage, Lingy over the big fella in there, Mumford.
Seems like Mummy's not getting off the ground as well as I remember him to. He's still following up fine and still playing a good game, but not jumping as well.
On position again there for Longer. Gee, soccer off the ground from right. Just misses.
Didn't Mumford have... He had an ankle problem this week, didn't he?
Yeah, there was some doubt about him, Bruce, but...
So, see how that plays out. That's a good kick out to Lob. Been a big problem for the Saints, isn't it, from behind tonight. Scully protected the ball so well there because Webster made a pretty good attempt. Back to Lob, big mobile ruckman, we know. That kick down the line. Johnson, good defensive work. No, he's pinged. Webster, so the advantage paid, I guess. Sinclair gets it now. So the Saints, can they set up Sinclair in... Well, he's in more than 2 minds at the moment, and that kick had an air of danger because it was Longer and Mummy just ripped him to the ground. Mitchington came in and that kick again missing a target. So St Kilda going through a real sloppy period right now.
Some poor foot skills there by the Saints, Kelly. And that's something you can't do against this mob. Core did well. Got rid of it just in the nick of time. Montagna holding it in. So 3 minutes remaining in the half.
Even that Mummy tackle then a few moments ago, he tried to do maximum damage.
He sure did, Tim.
Mumford trying to get out of Longer there.
GWS.
Gee, blocked by Longer. He can't believe it. Thought he was going for the ball. Just about landed on his head. Mumford enjoying the moment, told to go now, as he does, so they spread so well here. The Giants, Phil Davis back inside, so they can launch and go again here if they like. The Giants, ball out wide, finds Himmelberg. Does he go inside? He waits.
Had Tomlinson outside, didn't he? And then Tomlinson able to get it down the line to Patton. Had a good look at it, Patton. Recovers, fends off Akers, then tries to... Oh, that's a good kick. He got it inside to Johnson, and then Johnson caresses the ball wide to Williams. Still a little too far out for a goal to get from this kick. It was fascinating a moment ago with Longmore and Mumford. Williams kicks to the pocket, lob a target, big fly from Gilbert. Jack Stephen, OK, Noons has to really go because Kelly's onto him. That kick down the line. Williams tries a half volley. Brilliant by Shield.
Oh, the spinning pirouette, magnificent, but the cut off in the middle, they can launch and go here. Billings has got a good leg, but he looked down, there was nothing on at all. Now he sees one out the back door here. A really big opportunity for Sinclair. Plenty of time, space. He wants Bruce to come at him. Did he get his hands on it? Umpire said no, it hit the deck. Play on. So the 2-on-1 allows Shaw a little bit of time to Shield. Miss Smith. Now Ward's got to go at it. Geary's there as well. They pile in the Saints. Minchington will force the ball up here for St Kilda right on their attacking 50.
Done some good things, Geary, tonight. Important. Just Sinclair a moment ago, just the kick. It wasn't quite right for Bruce. They needed it to be perfect in that situation. Still tackle important. Quick kick from Sinclair to about 30 metres. Bruce does launch because Akers got the speed, not quite. Noons got down. Stephen is a free kick. Noons free kick.
It's against Steve Johnson.
High contact. I kicked the ball. I saw high contact. I'm diving on my legs. It's all right. Time on. Mate. Oh my God. Just here. Guys, back a metre, please, with me. Guys, come back, please.
Well, the high contact is there. It's a free kick for me, but nothing beyond that.
And Noons has missed. So they've missed some set shots in this quarter. That's a disappointing result.
Macca, just an update on Wilson too. He's yet to reappear on the bench, so the concussion test has been off the ground now for about 18.5 minutes.
Thanks, Tim. So Kennedy gone, we'd say, for sure. So they're just mounting up a little. Saints within a kick here.
Back into play now. Patton's come a long way up. Scully. Sneaky handball. Cornelio.
Go back. GWS.
Yeah, Nath Brown got him in the back, and correct call there from the umpire. Giants footy at half-back. Runner's already been out there, and they're aware of the time. You can see him on the left of screen there, and one in the middle, it's an half-back. So they are all aware that we're down to the last quarter of a minute or less here now. Hopper spilled it though, gives the Saints a last chance now. With 10 seconds remaining, they are the only ones that can score from here.
He looked like a bloke with sore fingers going for that Mark Hopper, didn't he?
Yeah, had some treatment early in this quarter on them. Now look at the fingers being pointed here. Get on him, man up. Can't be any last-second opportunities here for the Saints. Well, I tell you what, there is Jack Stephen, a chance to go all the way, and he misses. Bruce. Siren sounds. There will be no free kick either. And that is fair enough. So at half-time, we have got an intriguing game for the GWS by 5 points. There was a stage in that quarter where the Saints led by 7, but then 2 late goals from the Giants sees them up by just 5 points.